Hello Sunshines, welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as BunniPhish on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon, and today I am here with a special talk-torial for you. So sometime during pandemic times, maybe last summer, I don't really remember, I recorded a few tutorials of how to knit socks using 9-inch circulars, and they were pretty well received, but one comment that I received multiple times was that I switch to non-9-inch circulars for toes. So I've previously recorded the talk-torial, but here's the intro. I am going to show you how to do a toe just on a 9-inch circular. So the sock that I knit is a 70 stitch sock, and I take it all the way down to 28 stitches using just a 9-inch circular, no other needle. The reason I didn't do that in the original tutorials is because I personally don't like it. It hurts my hands, but if you don't have arthritis or carpal tunnel, it probably will work just fine for you. And the benefit is that then you don't need to bring extra needles to finish your sock. So let's get to work. So here we are at the toe decreases. I have put a stitch marker on to delineate either side, and I'm just going to lock this stitch marker in with a couple stitches, including the first decrease. But when I work on socks, I don't like having the whole sock just hanging out, so I'm actually going to roll this up so it is not in my way. There we go. Okay, so I am going to knit to that next stitch marker. And do my decrease, knit one, move the stitch marker, knit one, decrease, decrease, knit one, move my stitch marker. So now I'm on a straight round, and I am going to alternate these two rounds, the decrease round and the straight round, until the end of the toe, or do whatever decreases the sock pattern you're working tells you to do for your sock. I am going to go knit a handful of rounds and then come back and show you what it looks like once your stitches get a little bit tighter on the needles, because as you can see, my stitches are still decently spaced. I have this area over here that's still scrunched up, so I have space on the needles. I will come back and show you what to do when you start to get a little tight. Alright, I am back, and as you can see, those stitches are getting pretty tight around the circumference. For me, this is 40 stitches on the needle. So what I am going to do is move my stitch marker over, and then I am going to kind of use a traveling loop. So not quite a magic loop, but I'm going to pull out the cable so those stitches are tighter on my needle, and then continue to work around. And then when I get to my other marker, I'm going to do the same thing again. Pull out that loop, move over the marker, and knit back to my next marker. Now I'm going to continue this process until I am ready to Kitchener the toe closed. I will tell you that to me, this feels really awkward, and I would much rather pull out another needle to do the toe, but this would be beneficial if you were out and about and got to the toe decreases and didn't have another needle to do decreases with. I'm actually going to kind of move this needle as if I were doing magic loop. So bring out the extra over here. Or if you were traveling and forgot to bring an extra needle, just personal preference, I would rather have a different needle because this hurts my hands. I have a little bit of arthritis, so your mileage may vary, but that is how I will continue to knit until I'm ready to Kitchener. So I have no extra on this side, but extra on this side. And I'm gonna knit one, I'm gonna decrease because I'm gonna decrease round again. Now I am going to decrease down to 28 stitches total, which would be 14 stitches on the top and 14 stitches on the bottom. I will be back with you when I get there because, again, this is an awkward position for my hands. So I will see you shortly. I am on my last decrease row, and as you can see, my needle has become used as more of a magic loop technique with loops on either side because there are so few stitches. Now I am across and I am ready to Kitchener. So I'm going to take off this stitch marker I don't need and pull my needles ready to Kitchener. So I've moved that loop to the one side, needles at the ready. And here we go, Kitchenering. I am not going to walk you through how to Kitchener. There are so many great tutorials on YouTube on how to do that, but we are just going to go ahead and Kitchener this closed so you can see the entire process of finishing a toe on just a 9-inch circular with no additional needles. And there we have it, finished toe knit completely on a 9-inch circular. I hope that tutorial helped you out, and if you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments below. I love hearing feedback from you. If you need any clarification on anything, let me know that too, but I hope that this helps you with your sock knitting journey. I will talk to you again soon. Bye, friends!